Hello and welcome to the word of the Lord. The Lord has sent me to bring you an announcement. I have two announcements to make. Both are on the subject of accountability. The first has to do with food waste in God's house. I received on the 26th of July 2025 a vision of a deep sink drain. As I entered into a kitchen in this vision, I saw leftovers of salad leaves and a slice of boiled egg in this sink drain. As I inquired of the Lord what this could mean, I heard the Spirit of the Lord say to me, there is food waste in the house of God due to stealing. He instructed me and spoke to me about talking to his servants to work on accountability in the temple and to announce that they will be required by him to give account for the funds and resources that are being wasted, and to sound the alarm that you as a servant of the Lord, you will have to give an account, and you are to be aware that there is stealing going on in the house of God. The question you must now answer is, are you confident to give an account to the Lord if he were to ask you right this very moment that are the accounts in a good place? Are the accounts true? If you were to be asked by the Lord as to whether or not you are aware if there is any stealing out of the funds of the church, out of the funds of the ministry or the parachurch organization which you are a leader of, are you confident to tell the Lord that there is no waste of resources, neither is there any stealing? Now, when I meditated on this, the Lord said this is the parable of the unjust steward. This is also the faithful servant and evil servant. We see the parable of the unjust steward in Luke chapter 16 from verse 1 to 13. We also see the parable of the faithful servant and the evil servant in Matthew 24 verse 45 to 51. We can also see it in Luke chapter 12, verse 35 to 48. Now, the salad and the slice of egg which I found in the drain, the Lord said, this represents waste of resources which are meant to feed God's children. And this waste is being attributed specifically to stealing. Wastage due to stealing. God is requiring his servants and leaders to intentionally work on the accountability in the temple. And that you should know that you are required to give an account to the Master. And the Master is King Jesus. All waste, he says, every single waste due to stealing will be required of you as a leader or servant of God, particularly due to negligence. And this is the announcement the Lord has sent me to bring. So if you're a leader, you're a servant of God, you have a ministry, or you are a pastor of a church, or you are a leader in the church under authority, you are responsible for finances or whatever, it is important to become aware that the Lord will require you to give an account for the funds which you have an oversight. Where there is wastage due to negligence, you are going to be accountable for the waste, and the Lord will require the waste of you. Where there is wastage due to stealing, you are still accountable to the Lord, and the Lord requires then that you should put the house in order, put the temple in order, have your structures in place, have your systems in place, have accountability sessions, be very critical about the funds and the finances. If you're a leader who has appointed others as stewards, as cashiers, as admins, who look over the finances, and particularly where finances are being handled in cash, please be aware that there will be no excuse before the Lord, because all He will ask is what you did about the waste. And if you were negligent and you didn't know, you will still be required to give an account to the Lord as to why you were negligent. So it will not be enough for you to say, maybe I didn't know how to prepare an account, Lord. I didn't know how to look at the financial records and understand what it meant. I didn't know how to audit the cash and compare it with the records that I received or the report that I received. I didn't know that when an offering is taken, or when a tithe are given, or when people give, since it's all in cash, whoever was counting it had the chance to pocket some of the money and report whatever it is she or he failed to report. And I have no other way to know. And I didn't put in the measures required. The Lord requires, as a leader, you should know these things, and you should be asking Him for help where you need help. Now, Peter could tell that Ananias and Sapphira were being dishonest about the funds which they had given, or they were given to the ministry. So the Lord is able to show you as a leader details about the stealing if you will ask Him. Therefore, ask Him and you will receive. Seek Him and you will find. Knock and the door shall be opened to you. Concerning details about the funds in the ministry, where there is waste due to stealing, He will show you and you will be able to clean up. So this is the message that the Lord gave to me to come and announce with respect to food waste in His temple or in His house.